G'day everyone, this is Wings95 and it has finally happened. I was literally just about to record a new episode of Far Cry Primal. As you can see here, I've got it set up and everything when I turn to my computer and I see that 200 subscribers. Only 2 days ago I posted a video saying that I would do a Q&A at 200 subscribers, and at the time of that posting I was on 197, I'm pretty sure. So it's been great to have more than a subscriber a day since then to get to the 200 and 201 to be precise at the moment. So I want to thank everybody that's put in their questions to me. There's been some really good ones. I'm impressed at how thoughtful some of these questions are. Haven't really had many absolutely stupid questions, which would have been fun questions to answer, but still these have been very good questions and I'm impressed to all of you. So let's get straight into the first question. I'm just going to do these in the order of which I got them, so pretty much first and best dressed. I think I'll be able to get through all of them, but we'll see how much time each question takes to answer. So first of all, from a subscriber called Zen Hanrahan, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, and from a Facebook user, why Wings95? Most people think 95 because I was born in 95. Now that is actually incorrect. I was born in 1999, which is probably a little bit younger than most of you were thinking. So it's a pretty simple answer actually. Back in what, 2012 or something, when I got my first Xbox, the 360, and was able to get a Xbox Live account, they gave me the name Unhooked Wings 95. Now, if you don't know, the Xbox gives you one free name change, and after that you have to pay like 10 bucks or something to change your name. And I thought, nah, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to change it. I can't think of anything, but I did think I'd change it eventually. And I mean, 5 years later or whatever, I still haven't changed it, and I don't think I'm ever going to change it. It's really grown on me. I changed my PlayStation name to that as well, which PlayStation has the same rules. You can only change it once for free. And I think Wings95 is a much easier name to remember than Unhooked Wings 95, which is why I shortened it for YouTube. So I hope that's answered your question, Zen. Next up is a subscriber called The Eldest. He actually posted this seconds or so, or maybe like a minute after I posted the video, so I think he might be part of the notification squad. Either way, thank you for the question. It is, what are the biggest challenges you've overcome and what do you see for the future of your channel? So the biggest challenge originally for me was to actually start doing it. I'm quite an introverted person, and to put my face on a camera and my voice out there, it's quite difficult for me. I've gotten used to it and I think all you guys are awesome, so I'm really happy to do it now, but originally that was a really big thing for me. Then it was going on and telling friends and stuff like that there are actually videos of me on YouTube. It's pretty scary. Now I think most people know around me. Most don't care, to be honest, and that's fine with me. It's a lot less embarrassing if nobody watches my videos that I know. Nowadays I find editing a challenge because I'm not a very creative person. I kind of like it all cut and dry. I probably don't have the best editing style in the world, but it works for me at the moment. But I do find editing quite a challenge, especially actually doing the editing, because editing I don't particularly enjoy because I'm not that creative. It's the same thing every time pretty much, but I do really love talking in front of a camera. That's pretty fun, which is why I continue to do the edits. Now for the future of my channel, well, I do hope to do this for a career. So really, as a future for my channel, I want to be doing this daily again eventually, once I have the subscribers to support a daily video. I would like to keep it pretty similar, games and stuff like that every day. In terms of videos, I think I'll be doing pretty similar content. I'd like to do more collaborations. That would be really cool. And I just want to keep on entertaining people. That's pretty much where I see my channel in the future, hopefully a lot bigger and better. Next up we have Octave O, which has been a subscriber for quite a while, so thank you for your support, Octave. He says, I see that you were near 200 subs and you release new videos often, however you only get maybe 5 to 10 views on average. How do you feel about that and what motivates you to keep on going? This is something I think about a lot, having the number of subscribers I have and the pretty low views per video. That's the reason I changed from daily, because I knew that just wasn't working. I've done the research, and most websites say you should be getting about 20% views towards your subscribers, which would mean I'd be getting more like 40 views per video. So I know it's a little low, but I don't really know how to fix that at the moment. So I'm especially at a quite busy time of my life, so I can't put 100% focus into my YouTube channel. So I know that will be something that I'll have to change and I'll have to fix eventually, but at the moment I'm just hoping that I can sustain that viewer base even if it is quite a low viewer base. So I do feel a little bit disappointed in that. Obviously I put a lot of effort into this and I was hoping for a slightly bigger returns in relation to views, but I accept it. I know I'm not the best, and every video I put out there I learn something more about how I do videos, and I'm hoping to keep on growing so that people want to keep coming back to me. What motivates me to keep on going? I love it. Playing games is a dream job for most people obviously, and I hope that through YouTube I can make playing games my dream job and can actually put that into a career. So I know YouTube is a very slow process, but I've got at least a year to continue doing this and continue growing. So hopefully when I do need to start supporting myself through a career, hopefully this will be able to take over. So that's what keeps motivating me. Next we have None Your Business. That's a pretty cool name, so props for that name. He says, or she, whoever, if you could collab with any YouTuber to do anything, who would you pick, what would you do, and why? I think it would be a toss-up between Markiplier, Achievement Hunters, and good old Laserbeam, because obviously Laserbeam has been a big help to my channel, and he's really cool dude, Australian, so it might be easier to get a collab with him. Markiplier, because I just watch him a bunch and he seems like one of the nicest people on YouTube. He's just such a cool person. He's able to do amazing videos all by himself, and obviously he has a massive subscriber base, so that's pretty cool. And the Achievement Hunters, just because they seem awesome, the camaraderie between those people, it would be so awesome to go in there and see how they do their things and maybe even be a part of it. So that's who I would collab with. Next we have Major Doritos, which is another continued supporting subscriber, so thank you to Major. He says, what do you do normally? Work, study, etc., and where do I live? So I do still go to school. I'm in the last year of school in Australia, so year 12. I plan to finish year 12 and then go on and maybe do uni. We'll see about that. But I also have a job working at the local McDonald's, which I quite enjoy working there, to be honest, in the kitchen, making all the burgers for people, so that's pretty fun. And where do I live? Well, obviously you guys know I live out in the country, but the closest town to me is a little town called it's southwest of Melbourne, like 3 or 4 hours or whatever. So it's a pretty cool town. That's where I work. So if you see me there, feel free to say hi. Obviously, I don't want any people actually looking for me. I doubt anybody would come looking for a 200 subscriber. I mean, you probably have better things to do, but if you do happen to see me, yeah, that's okay. I doubt any of you live in Victoria though, so I'm not going to see any of you, and that's fine with me. Next we have Dovikin with a very interesting question. Do you watch hentai? Because you look like the type of guy who watches hentai. No, I do not watch hentai. I love you guys, you're great. Wings, are you Guy? Yes, Jackson, I am Guy. And lucky last for the YouTube comments, we are back to Zen Han Rahan. What is your favorite color and how tall are you? My favorite color is obviously green, because I'm pretty sure I've worn a green shirt in every single one of my videos. Go back and look. They're all green. This is my least green shirt and it looks almost blue on the camera, but trust me, it's a greeny, bluey aquary, but it's still green. And how tall am I? I'm about 6'1.5" as of like Boxing Day 2 years ago or something, so I've probably grown a little bit, but I'll just say 6'2" maybe. Now we're on to Twitter. I know he's a subscriber, Mini Miner, or Anthony as I guess he's called. Who/what inspired you to start making videos for YouTube? I think Laserbeam was a big part, because I pretty much just started watching Laserbeam, and I saw that he was such a small channel comparatively to the other channels that I watched, and he lived in Australia. I thought he was really cool. I was like, yeah, maybe I can do that too. Obviously, he's like doubled. I think I found him at like 500 subscribers. Now he's at like 800,000 subscribers. It's like crazy. So definitely him, and of course the Achievement Hunters, which I have been watching for 5 years or so, and I think they're really, really cool. So definitely those two have been a big part of me starting YouTube, and I try to get some of my style and stuff off from them. And we'll go to Lucky Last on a Facebook post. What's your favorite game played? Well, there's different ways that I could answer this. My favorite game of all time, well, I would have to go into some digging there. My most played game would probably be Black Ops 2, because I did Prestige Master in that, and I've got like hundreds of hours in that. I really, really like that game. If you're asking at this very moment, I probably am playing the most Overwatch, because I still really enjoy that game. Although if you go into game series, the Assassin's Creed series is my favorite game series of all time, definitely. I have them all, I finished them all, I clocked AC2, got 1,000 points in it, got 1,000 points in a few more of them as well, I think, but with like DLC and stuff, it isn't actually a clock, unfortunately. So I can't wait for what's rumored for Assassin's Creed Empire this year. That's gonna be really exciting, I reckon. So I think that's all the questions we have time for. I'm sorry if yours wasn't answered, but I did try to get through as many as possible in a pretty short amount of time. So once again, thank you for 200 subscribers. That is quite a massive increase. I got to 100 on about the 25th of Jan, I'm pretty sure. So it's been just over 2 months to double, and that's really, really cool. So thank you to everybody who subscribed and keeps supporting me. I guess we're now on the road to 300. Hopefully it'll be less than 2 months this time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and cheers everyone.